The lake trout at Flaming Gorge Reservoir demand your respect. Lake trout here can get huge. That's why the gorge is a destination spot for anglers looking to hook a trophy. But for lake trout here to get like this, anglers need to catch smaller lake trout like this. The Wyoming Game and Fish Department wants lake trout anglers at Flaming Gorge to go after the so-called smaller lake trout, those under 28 inches. Game and Fish conducted their annual survey of lake trout at the gorge recently, assessing the health of the fishery, getting a better idea of how lake trout there are doing, evaluating the catch of lake trout, then comparing it to past netting, and then evaluating the health and well-being of the big guys. Green River Fisheries biologist John Walrath says a common misconception among anglers is that fish this size need to be put back to keep trophy numbers high.
They'll catch these individuals all day long, but it seems like a lot of them like to release them with the hope that, someday they'll catch them again when they're 20, 30 pounds. That might have worked back in the 70s and 60s when they were first stocked, but now with so many of these individuals, they're just getting to be overpopulated.
The regulation on lake trout at Flaming Gorge is 8 per day or in possession, with no more than one exceeding 28 inches. Pretty generous, but it ensures trophy lake trout into the future.
Our netting data suggests that we have the most lake trout that we've had ever in the reservoir, and we're concerned that with the number of individuals, there isn't enough resources in the reservoir, and they're beginning to stunt themselves and not moving into the trophy size category that anglers really want to go out and catch.
Trophy lake trout reach this size if there's enough forage. So after being weighed and measured, stomach contents are examined to see what these fish are eating. Smaller lake trout are also analyzed. High numbers of smaller lake trout have other impacts, eating small kokanee salmon also in the gorge, and gobbling up zooplankton the kokanee rely on. That eventually affects the trophy lake trout, as kokanee are their primary food source. The state record lake trout was pulled from Flaming Gorge back in 1995, a 50-pound, 48-inch long champ with a 32-inch girth. As anglers are important in controlling smaller lake trout, one way to keep the title at Flaming Gorge is by taking out some of the contenders. With Wyoming Game and Fish, Ray Hageman, K2 News.